Hello, good morning. It's the 1st of October. I absolutely love this time of the year. It is a little grey, a little drizzly outside, and perfect weather to be in making lovely jewellery, wrapped up warm and snugly, maybe with a hot drink, maybe with, you know, the festive season and excitement ahead. I do love October. I love Samhain and Halloween and things like that. So I've got some lovely makes for you today. They are probably going to demo with the autumnal colour mix, I think. But I'm basically going to be making some stretchy bracelets. They are 3-row bracelets, so 3 strands essentially, but they are linked together with very pretty connectors. They are 3-hole spacer connectors, but I'm only using 2 of the holes in those. So if I quickly take you down on the mat, you'll be able to have a little look what I'm referring to. If I touch it, there you go. There you go. You can see them a little bit better. So I've got lovely, just keeps bleaching out, doesn't it? There you go. Keep my hands on it. So we've got some lovely blues and kind of yellowy toned colours with a gold spacer, kind of spacer bar. We've got the purples. We've got a mix of pink, blue and white. And then this, I think I'm going to demo today, which is your kind of browns, your greens, kind of golden colours. If, of course, you think, no, I really desperately need to see a different colourway, then do let me know. I can swap it over. But I thought, given the season, I'd go for this because I feel this is a little bit more autumnal. I'm going to say a very quick hello to you all in the comments. I've got Mina in. Happy 1st of October to you, sweetheart. Good morning to Elaine. Hello to Yolanda. She says, good morning, everybody, in this nice Wednesday morning here in Michigan. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Can't believe it's October now. I'm so excited. Yeah, I don't know, I'd probably say, well, yeah, it's definitely one of my favourite times of the year. Good morning to Camille. She says, good morning, Natalie. Feeling very chilly this morning. How's little Frank? He's gone back to school. He's not allowed to do PE. He's not allowed to do what they refer to as their daily mile of like activities and exercise. He's got to be very careful on the playground, but spoken to the teacher, and we keep doing like a pain threshold thing. So I'm like, what are you at now? What are you at now? And if he gets to a certain number, he knows he needs to let his teacher know so I can nip back around and pick him up and look after him. But yeah, he's been very eager to get back in. He got made school counsellor, which is just delightful. He had to do a speech, so he got elected by his peers and he didn't want to miss his meetings, bless him. He's taking it very seriously. Who knew one of my child would be wanting to do public speaking? Good morning to Just Me. How are you doing? This Just Me is giving me some lovely leaves as well and autumnal vibes. Yolanda says she's loving the purple, which is this lovely one. Hello to Carol. Good morning to Jan. She says it's sunny but chilly in Sudbury. It's definitely not sunny here today. It's very, very overcast. But yeah, I think I'm going to demo this one because I don't know. It just reminds me of autumn. Like I've kind of got like conkers and changing leaves, but do let me know if you desperately want me to do a different one. They don't take very long at all to do. Anne says good morning, and she's saying hello to everybody. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you over to the website, and you can see where you can get your hands on these kits today, so you can make along with me if you wish to. So we're heading over to totallybeads.co.uk, which is our wonderful website, and here you'll be able to access on the main page our video tutorials. You can see this one here takes you into the same place. If yours looks a little bit different, look at them, loving them. I will be making with them soon as I possibly can get back down to the warehouse to pick them up. I'll have a little nose on new products, I think, later, and then I'll send a message and say, can you send me these? So yeah, you can also drop down into video tutorials section just at the top there, and that will take you in as well. So these are called Debbie today, Debbie elastic bracelets, and you can see all of the lovely colours. There's 4 to choose from. They've already been discounted for you. They should be £6.99, and today they're just a wonderful price of £5.94. And I think you make 2 bracelets up in your kit. So as you can see, we've got a mix of colours in each one. I've got kind of a champagne antique gold connector and a kind of rhodium coloured antique silver connector. And then your pearls change colour, and you have a mix of 3 different coloured pearls in your kit. So I've got a beach. Oh, I've just realised what they've been called. That's nice. So this is beach. This is beach to me. You've got the sand, you've got the sky and the sea. So this is beach. We've got earth, which is what I'm wanting to demonstrate today. We've got one just called purples. I'm going to name that, I don't know, lavender fields. And then we've got sky, which is beautiful. It's kind of like a beautiful dusky baby soft pink with a beautiful blue and a gorgeous white as well. So I'll head in and you can see exactly what we're using. In your kit today, you're going to be using elastic. So I'm using a 0.6 elastic. There is enough to make 2 bracelets. I'm going to use 2 connectors per bracelet, so you can see how they look here with the pretty flowers on them. So they're your spacer bars. And then we've got 3 colours of the glass pearl rounds. The sizes of the pearls I'm using are 8mm, so it's nice and chunky to make those 3 little layers. It fits very comfortably on the wrist, and of course I'm using the elastic so it's stretchy. You can use a thread with this if you prefer and attach a clasp to it. You could use like a 3-hole clasp, or the connectors that we used on Monday, which had on the necklaces, they had 3 little loops at the bottom. You could attach them on if you wanted to do more of a stitch kind of threading or tiger tail type project. And I might do something similar in the future with different beads, but in terms of kind of utilizing how we're going to put these beads together and how we're going to make those layers of 3. You could as well, if you wanted to, use a floss elastic. Because I'm using the 8mm pearls, I've gone for a 0.6, was a little bit chunkier, but it does mean that, you know, you might see the knot. You'll probably struggle to pull that knot into the bead. Or you could rearrange them so you're tying your knots near the spacer bars and try and fit it into the hole of the spacer bar instead. But with it being clear elastic, you're not really going to see them. They're not going to be too obtrusive, is that the word? So I'm using size 8 of the glass pearls, and in this colourway we've got aqua, cornflower blue and a lemon chiffon. And then your antique gold 3-strand spacer bar is 17mm, and it's got flowers on it. It's really, really pretty. Although using a 3-strand spacer bar, I'm only actually going to be utilising 2 of the holes in that spacer, but they are very pretty. If you're wanting to add any extras into your kit, then you could click on add quick, and that would add a whole 14 pieces extra into your kits today, and that's just £1.50. So this is how your bracelet's going to look. It's really, really pretty. That's it on, although you can't see it, that is on the wrist bust that I've got. So that's how it looks when it's on, when it's worn. So £5.94 today, and that's going to create 2 bracelets for you in this beautiful beach colourway. The earth is much of the same. I'm still using those lovely antique gold flowered spacers. You won't see that hole too much in the middle because the beads are a nice size, so it fills that bar. I'll show you them overhead again so you can have a little look. But that is how this earth colourway is put together. I'm using the dark brown, the golden haze and the olive, beautiful green shade there. So that one is earth. Here is our gorgeous purples, and this time I'm using the silver bars on there, and I'm using light purple, purple velvet and wisteria. I think it's probably going to be easier for me to demo the earth because I'll just refer to it as brown and green rather than going that purple and this purple and that purple. And this one here, I really love this colourway together. This is the Debbie multi-row elastic bracelet in Sky. So the colours of the 8mm pearls that I've got here are a denim blue, a rose pink and a white, and I'm using the antique silver bars in them. So I'm only going to be using 2 of those bars, and I'm going to create that lovely kind of cuff looking bracelet using the 0.6 elastic. If you've got any questions, do let me know. The colours that I'm going to be demonstrating is in the Earth kit, so you'll hear me not say golden haze, I'll probably say the kind of goldy coloured one. But I am using golden haze, dark brown and olive for today's make. In terms of your tools, cutters, I would say to cut your elastic, I'm going to use a ruler just to measure out my elastic. I'm going to be using 30 centimetres, which is 12 inches per strand on my rows of beads. So what's that, 3, 6, 9, 90 centimetres in total would probably give me enough for, I did measure this out, I'm not sure of the size. I guess it's probably about an 8-inch bracelet. It might be a little bit smaller, but of course it's got the elastic, so it does stretch. I'll just bring that back up again. There you go. So you can see how they look and how they connect together. Now, all 3 rows are connected. I appreciate it doesn't necessarily look like this one is, but they are all connected because one connects to the other and then the middle connects to the other one, but they're kind of staggered, and I'll show you how to put those together. Jan's loving the purples as well. Loving all of the colours, says Mina. Good morning to Pamela, who's in New York City. How are you doing? Good morning to Anne. Hello to Camille. What have I said now? He's such a tease. So yeah, these are our lovely bracelets, and I suppose we could just get making. Oh, tools. Okay, so I'm using a ruler just to measure out my elastic. I'm using some cutters to trim off my elastic. I'm probably going to use a large eye or big eye needle. I've got one here which is a little bit wonky. You don't necessarily need it. You can treat your elastic. So what you can do is you can put a little bit of varnish on the end just to stiffen it up. Do I need a board? Will you be able to see? I'm sure you will when we get going. But actually, you might find that because it's a 0.6, I can just thread that straight through. So I might not even use the big eye needle, to be honest. I might just try and thread them on by hand. A bead stopper is a useful little tool to have, just so when I'm working on one row, the others don't fall off. And jewellery glue. So a bit of clear nail varnish, or a little bit, I'm using a GS Hypo Cement. I like these because they've got like a little nozzle tip on it, but a clear nail varnish would do as well if you've got one of those to hand, which I actually do. So it's gone a little bit clumpy, and I'll just kind of use that just to seal over the knot. I'll probably use this glue. But again, not a necessity. They are quite simple makes. So shall we get going? So let's see if I do need to have a